And so in this dream, there was like hair in the ground, and I had to pull it up, and like it was like a bunch of weeds, just like, and it was so disgusting.
So you're pulling hair off the ground, like out of the ground like weeds.
Yeah, I thought that somebody did witchcraft on me when I woke up. I don't think it was. I Googled it.
That is definitely different. I can give you that one.
That's a first for me.
Yeah.
Well, luckily later, I'm pretty sure we can go over that dream meaning.
Yes.
Oh, you thought you got away?
Welcome, Spook Talkers, to another spiritual episode of Harlots of Spook Talk. I'm your host, Karli.
And I'm La Monyeka.
And I'm LD.
We are here to guide you through the shadowy realms of the unknown.
Today we dive into a topic that will supposedly send shivers down your spine, but mostly it ignites the curiosity in your heart. Like, what is a spirit guide?
It says that each of us has, by our sides, 3 spiritual guides, mysterious entities that walk beside us on our journey through life. But who are they?
And how do you find them? Has anybody ever seen them? Are they lurking or just beyond your perception, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves?
And fear not. Today we unravel these questions and more from our unique perspectives. We'll share stories that will make your hair stand on end and perhaps even offer insights on how to connect with these ethereal companions.
So grab your white sage and light literally any candle, because we're about to embark on a journey filled with ghostly tales, apparitions that haunt our dreams, and maybe in some chilling EVPs that will leave you questioning what's real.
And remember, if you have any episode request or a spooky story of your own you want us to share, don't hesitate to reach out and send us an email at harlotsofspooktalk@gmail.com.
Now let's dive into the dark and mysterious world of spirit guides. Are you ready?
Yeah. Before we dive into what a spirit guide is, let me share a chilling tale. Picture this. In the darkened room where shadows dance on the walls, a woman sits alone, feeling an inexplicable chill. Suddenly, she hears her name whispered softly in the air, a voice that isn't her own. Is it a ghost, an apparition, or perhaps her spirit guide reaching out?
That's right. Spirit guides can manifest in many forms, sometimes as comforting presences, and other times as eerie whispers in the night.
And they come to us very often when we need them the most, guiding us through life's a labyrinth of paths. So, moving on. Okay, so let's talk about different types of spirit guides. We're going to keep a low voice today because this is a pretty sensitive topic. Um, so there's different roles. We have different angels, ancestors, spirit, and animal spirits. I want to point out that you can actually have spirit guides that were family. You can have somewhere that were blood related, but were from like the 1800s, you know. You could have them like from your auntie's uncle's brother, sister's cousin, okay? They come in all shapes and forms of different walks of life. My favorite is personally the animal spirits because animals, but um, yeah, so let's see, they just come across the different traditions. Has like, so for y'all, have y'all had like different types or have y'all experienced anything like this?
I know in my darkest hours, we can say, especially when I'm like really, really depressed and stuff, I will notice a lot more birds around me. And I will notice something that, like, when you walk in a room, you know how your hair stands up the back of your neck or you get goosebumps? It's kind of like that, but a more like soothing touch. Like it just lets me know it's there and, I can push through. And that's been my experience with them, with spirit guides, and of course with meditation and walkthroughs and stuff like that. And when I'm doing readings, but that's a totally different set of like spirit guides for me.
Yeah, I agree. Excuse me. Didn't expect that one. I do agree with her when she says like it's different. Different. Sometimes you have different ones. I know it's so cliche to say, but I really believe in that red robin or with a red bird that everybody talks about as a
The
spirit guide.
cardinal?
Yeah, there it is, the red
Mhm.
cardinal. I didn't really when I was younger, I didn't really think of it as like I just thought it was just a red cardinal that winds up at people's houses. I was like, maybe it's just something like natural in nature that they're seeing. But I actually had a moment where when my dad passed away, I was grieving internally, but not externally yet. And I was just trying to get through the motions of the funeral. And then I just remember like I knew where I lived and the type of birds that were always outside because I used to hang my sheets, right? So old.
Oh, yeah.
But I just remember going outside to the back of my house and sitting on the stairs, like just to get some air, while the kids are playing and just kind of take it all in now. And then right on my lines where there was nothing, there was no sheets or nothing, a red cardinal sat there and just stared at me. And I was like, and in that moment, like my soul felt like that was my dad. And this thing stared at me for a good while. And I kind of like, when I talk to God, I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. But then I just like was waiting for the bird to like fly away in nature. And it was just there watching me. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go inside. Closed the door, and for almost 2 weeks straight, that cardinal was there. Anytime I went to wash the dishes and I looked outside, it flew there. Like it just knew I was gonna be looking out, or it knew I was gonna be outside with the kids. Like it just kept coming back. And then I couldn't help but think like, I wonder if this is my dad just saying goodbye. Like this is just what my soul was telling me. And then after that, after those 2 weeks, I didn't see it at all. I had already come to understand that this was just probably my dad telling me that he loves me and that everything's gonna be okay. And I got it. Okay, fine. Then I started walking a trail to lose weight, just for my health. And every once in a while, I would see that bird kind of like slowly following me. And then I was like, my dad, when we were kids, no matter what I did, he always followed me to make sure I didn't fall. Like when I was a kid, when I was riding a bike, when I was on a skateboard, when I was he always stayed a couple steps behind me, so it let me be he let me be independent, but also if I was there gonna fall, he was watching me. So it was like jumping trees every time I took this trail, and I was like, okay, dad, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
definitely can see it in the animal realm. As far as that goes, I do think that depending on what point in life you're at, and also because I've definitely had different spiritual guides. Like I always have God as a spiritual guide every day, all day, 24/7. If I need to pick up that spiritual phone, he's there. If I'm possibly going into a situation where I don't know there's situations going on in that area or in that building, he will steer me away. Like I know that voice very clearly. But I think just depending on what's going on in your life and who's called to be there at that moment,
Yeah.
because I've even heard like uh I guess the spirit of an angel, because you have to be, if you're understanding like we are of discernment and who's who, you'll recognize the voices of what you've heard before and the new ones. So like if I talk to God most of the time, which I do, and I hear a different voice, I have to ask or get the vision of who this is now you know
Yeah.
so I definitely agree with Karli on knowing that there is different spiritual guides for a time in life or the situation that you're in at times. And I think when I studied the darker energy of craft, I did notice that there are different spiritual guides there too. So
Yeah.
of course, I won't use the names because I know that they hear, but I
Yeah.
definitely can say, like, when I've studied other things, they definitely have their own spirit guides too. So I didn't, and when I was younger, I didn't think that there was anybody else. I didn't think there was more than one that could be available to people, you know?
Yeah. It says like there's supposed to be three, you know, which kind of actually leads me into because that actually really goes into like what you believe in and what your belief is too. I think that plays a part of it, like who you are close to, you know.
Mhm.
Um, so that kind of leads me into how do we like find our spirit guides? Um, I know for me, meditation has been like the best thing, and I will always promote meditation. You know, if you are not familiar with it, then you can do a guided meditation just on like here on the app that you're listening from, you know, Spotify, YouTube, whatever. I prefer Spotify, but that's just me. And it kind of puts you in a good space to meet them. And also, I have learned that they will pop up like a peekaboo. And they're like, "Oh, you see me. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you can finally see me. It's been a while." And I'm like, "Who are you?" You know?
I've definitely got that too in meditation, like where they're like, "Hey, thanks for joining us."
Also, when you're grounding yourself, like when you're outside in nature and you find yourself alone, you can always just sit down in the grass somewhere or buy some water is really good to do this and try to connect. And you might hear who's next to you too, who's going to be there in that moment for you. It's pretty much you got to lift that veil. And to do that, you got to really know yourself and you got to accept yourself too.
You got
Um,
That
to.
veil's very thin, but it can be lifted.
it can
I
be
don't think
lifted
people know that enough.
and you
That's
got to
where,
watch the intention,
mm,
please.
and that's where the like where Monica used to call La Monica Monyeka. Sorry, she's the wolf in sheep clothing. You know, like you got to watch
What you undo the veil
discernment.
to
Yeah,
reveal.
sorry, just I couldn't think of the word, but yeah, discernment. It can also some people find them through dreams, which is funny because the vivid dreams that I be having, like you would think, no, no, nothing. So would it be easier? Yes. When everybody's like, tell everybody, I'm like, if you pass before me, do not, do not haunt me. Just send me a dream, and we'll be on my way. Oh,
Another good one is a look for signs. Like
mhm.
I noticed when I was
Universal
getting,
signs.
yes, like crows are my thing.
Yes,
I attract a lot of crows. When I said birds, that's what I was for me, that's what who I was talking about. Like if
the
I'm going
raven.
the darkest of the dark of my times, and there's been a few, um, I noticed a lot of crows flying overhead, sitting in my yard, sitting in my tree, and it's like once I see them, is I just smile because I know, it don't matter what I'm going through, somebody's there with me. I might
Yeah,
Yeah.
not see them in that moment, but I know they're there.
Yeah,
And
or
that's
when you're
when,
having that moment, they arrive, like,
yes,
right on time, you know?
and they
mm,
do. And that's where I'm saying take that moment and reconnect with yourself and nature, and you'll be surprised what your mind can do and who's around you. But like I said, the intentions do count. If we put good
Mhm.
intentions out, watch who we invite in under that veil,
Mhm.
and also just make sure you close it when you're done too. Like
Yes.
when you're done meditating, make sure you reclose that circle, protect
Mhm.
yourself at all times, and remember
Veil
there
back.
is jesters out there, there is jokesters out there under that veil too.
Yes, of
So
course. There's always
those
something wanting to jump into things that they're not supposed to be.
those damn tricksters.
For me
Oh,
too, like, I'm the black raven. That's,
mhm.
like, when if I'm having a stressed out day, I have a tree that's, like, my best friend in front of my house. We're trying to
Yeah,
get him to him a little bit, but we're in the desert, so he's thirsty. I've been giving him liquids, but every once in a while I'll just be like having a bad day and I'm like, I take a breath and I have to take a long walk down my sidewalk to get to my door. And then all of a sudden I'll see a raven like right at the top of my house, like just get there. And I'm like, oh, hey, how are you doing? And I could just like I could hear it in my soul. He's like, it's okay. You're home now. And I'm like, I know. I'm good. But the black raven is the one I always see. Sometimes
Say,
I'll see him in about six in that tree and they're just kind of taunting my tree because he has no greenery, but they like to be on his branches. Like the other day we had a windstorm and me and my daughter were coming in and there was one raven all the way at the top holding on for dear life in the wind. I was like, boy, let go and fly. Like it's just wind. But it was so funny to see him. Like the tree branches out and then there's a couple at the top and there's only a little bit of greenery right by the stump of it. And at the top it's just one little branch and he's all, and you just see little wings, and I'm like, "Let go, it's okay." Like,
it's so
I
funny that y'all talk about birds because I've noted like on my day off this week, moving to the Midwest, I didn't know like there's a lot of different types of birds and they're all accumulated. I've accumulated the whole states, every single bird in my yard. I actually have my camera and I was going to share it on my book of faces later today, of like a bird literally in my camera, like, excuse me, you didn't bring my food. Because now I've been like feeding them and I've been like the last 3, 4 days, this is a new thing. And so they kind of like, they'll like chirp and they're like, oh, the lady's here. She's got the food. And I'm like, would you like a charcuterie board?
and then you
But
see him
they're
on your
so
camera, like,
funny,
"Excuse
like
me, ma'am."
these
Yeah.
animals, like I know it's like kind of moving away from spirit kind of, but it's like these animals have their personalities. Like, I don't know if I said it in the last episode, but let me tell you, I have, because this was so much drama. I have to talk about it. So, I was minding my own business. I can't remember why I went outside. Oh, probably to look at my plants because I look at them every morning to see how far they've grown because they do grow. I'm making a goth garden. Anyway, so I go outside and I'm like, oh, that's weird. There's a mole hole. And I'm like, no, this is like the third mole hole I've seen. Oh man, how do I get rid of them? I feel bad. So anyways, squirrel. So then I hear some squawking. And I'm like, what kind of bird is this squawking at me like they own the place? And I go over there and I'm walking around the house and it's a freaking big fat juicy squirrel. Not that I would ever eat a squirrel because that's disgusting. But the thing was well fed, is what I'm saying, or pregnant, or a man that was just really big. I don't
Super
know.
buff.
Yeah, and he was like squawk squawk, and I don't know if you knew this. Squirrels squawk. They're like squawk squawk, and I'm like okay.
Never heard of squawk.
And of course, my neighbors already think I'm crazy because I'm talking to the trees that are right there where they're like
Where they're at.
probably talking to another freaking tree. And you laugh, but the trees do have feelings.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have one that's always jelly across the street from my trees. I don't know if
I
you have YouTube and I have all the leaves. I'm like,
I'm
I'm
like
just thinking about the what we
I
nicknamed
have
each
like
other.
I'm like I have 10 different types of trees and they all got personality, even the little small ones. I have a okay, I'll get to that here in a minute, but anyway, so he's squawking at me and I'm like, you don't have to be so rude. What do you need? And there's these like lined up branches on the ground. And I'm like, well, why did you do that? Like, how did this get here? And I said, did you do this on purpose? Is somebody cutting you down? Who cut you down? Who cut my tree? And he was just like, tail straight up, like he was ready. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna let you be. How about, can I walk over here? I need to check on my plants. Do you mind? And he's like, just he turns his back to me, tail still up, and I'm like, please don't fart, you know. And so I walk around barefoot, and I'm like, okay, everything's fine, everything's fine. The branches, that's a little weird. Like at this point, I'm like in a haze. Just woke up. I've been talking
just
to a
gonna get to my
girl.
plants.
Like, what is happening to my life? And so I come back around, and then when I get up the steps, by this time the squirrel apparently left as soon as I got to the thing because I was talking to my smaller plant who is not a female. He has directly explains to me, not kind of, he's like, he's a man. And I'm like, he's not even full grown, but that's kind of
He knows
pushing
who
it.
he is.
Yeah, and so because the other day, I'm sorry, this is going into this plant talk, but it really is some drama. This deserves a channel on its own. But the he was like the other day, I was like, okay, can you talk to me? Like, can you touch my face? Like, there's no cameras around, because he especially will not talk to me when cameras around. The one back here, she's get like a little camera, but she's getting used to it. So, anyways, I was like, I said, can you hear me? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, you can hear me, and I'm like, well, will you talk to me, touch my face? And he was just like, no. And I'm like, okay, it's because there's these ants on you. So I'm like plucking the little ants off of him, realize there's too many. And I was like, I will come put poison around you in a healthy kind of way. And he just kind of got still, like,
Don't kill me. Don't kill me now.
It's so silly, but it's silly goose stuff, but it's real life.
There is something you can
But I honestly
do.
believe.
Instead of poison, you can wrap cardboard around your tree and it'll stop the ants from growing up it.
Oh, I didn't even know
Oh,
that.
I got cardboard too, so
It's
I'll try that.
safer.
And then
I don't
I'm gonna
care.
tuck his little tiny butt around and be like, "Take this," and he's gonna be like, then he'll be slapping me. You'll see.
Just like a little piece, like where you want the ants to stop at, and they really won't breach up over it. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Let me say that. They shouldn't. But
You can try it.
I just
It's
want
worth
to
a
say, I
shot.
think plants don't get enough. Um, what is it? Not what is like attention when we're talking about spirit guides too, because like I know you're like I'm going off on a rant, but like seriously, plant lovers know that plants listen and that they have a spirit. And
well,
there's been times where things have happened where plants have saved lives for their owners.
It's true.
and we also got to
So I
remember
definitely see that happening.
plants are also part of our life cycle too.
Yeah.
And you know how they tell you to talk to your house plants or your outside plants? It's
Mhm.
true. We might joke around about it, saying tree hugger, stuff like that, but actually it does give life, and they can kill us. The trees
Yeah.
can kill us by throwing out poisonous gases
Toxic,
that,
yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
they can shut themselves down and actually take our lives. So we should
Yeah.
be thankful they give us the oxygen instead of this
Well, if
bad
Oscar
stuff.
over here wouldn't be giving me attitude,
I love the
that's what I'm
name.
gonna call him tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, "Your name is Oscar. Let's see what he does." I don't know. I just have I know it's like they're non-gender. No, no, because okay, we're getting in a whole different topic.
Yeah,
Okay. But anyway, so back to the point. Maybe plants can be spirit guides too. Who knows? If you're watching and you have a tree for a spirit guide,
let us know.
please send us your story. I'm all in.
Or I actually read on people marrying trees.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's not me. I'm not there yet.
Oh, you're not. Oh. But the reason I knew about the cardboard is because we lived next to an apple orchard growing up,
Mhm.
and they used to use that trick.
Oh, really? Okay,
I
I'm gonna
don't know
try it.
what they put on it. Oh, let me do some research on that one. They might have put like an oil on the cardboard itself. Let
Yeah.
me do some research. But yet again, they can be part of the spiritual realm. They do sustain life anyhow. Either
Yeah.
I
way.
feel like they're in the realm of like the earthly. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like what's in the ground. I guess.
Limited.
Yeah.
Especially when we talk
Because
about grounding. That's
So,
why
yeah, they
grounding.
were talking about like spiritual guides as like the spiritual beings, but I feel like yeah, like that's one of the things I just want to recognize too is that we do have the spiritual essence of the earth and the plant
Yes.
because they are another category. They're just not like what we're talking about right now, but they're still very important for sure.
yes. So, okay, we're gonna get back into how like our personal stories. But we're gonna play a game. We're gonna kind of move it on. So, do y'all know your life number?
No.
9.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this is gonna be fun. Do you know yours, Carly?
we can
No.
find it real
Okay.
quick.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
here, can I show y'all something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I'm going to show you a number on my fire tag. It's 13, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was given that randomly. I got married on the 13th. All grown up, anything like if I hit win at lottery number, it always has a 13 on the ticket. I noticed
Okay.
13's always
It's your
repeatedly come up.
your lucky number?
Yeah, it's like weirdo because, like I said, what's the chances of the fire chief handing me 13? Like I was like,
Yeah.
That's so weird because like I feel like so my birthday is on the 14th. I always thought 14 would be my lucky number, but mine has always been a 12 and my number was 12. But me and my brother got in not an argument, but like a little spiff this morning. He's like, 12 is not the number. And I'm like, well, I can't be a three because I Googled it. And now let hear me out. When I Googled it, it said it was a number. But when my brother Googled it, he said it's not a number. And I don't care his fancy. No, Karli, you got to take my side.
no, I was gonna tell you, but here's maybe another thing for me. 11,
Okay.
11, 81 is my birthday.
Ah,
Oh.
11, 11. And maybe 3 isn't a no. I don't know that. I don't know that fight, so I can't help you with that one.
so, okay. So, to those that are watching that you don't know, how do you find your life number? You're going to put your birthday in. Okay. So, I'm going to type my birthday in each number. So it'll be 0 for mine it's 7, right? And then you put the 1 plus the 4 plus the 1 plus the 9 and then plus whatever your birth year was. I'm not going to. And then that equals the 39, right? So now we're doing the 3 plus 9.
Wait,
If
wait,
this
I'm
makes
lost. You lost me at 11.
So you add each number from your 11/11/1981. You add each number to each other.
So add 1 plus
Plus
1.
1,
so
plus
Oh, wait,
1, plus 1, plus
it's a lot
1,
of ones.
plus 9, plus 8, plus,
Plus
I mean, give
1,
me that number.
23.
23.
okay,
Okay.
so now you're
To
going to
get
add
which one's
2
that, you
plus
gotta add
3.
2 plus 3. Yeah.
2
2.
plus 3, 28.
No. 2 plus
2
3.
plus
Oh,
Oh, that's 5.
That's 5.
yeah,
So that would
5.
be your life number.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 5.
I still think mine is 12, but like cuz look, I even saved a screenshot. Okay,
I'm a
let
9.
me see if
I'm a
I can
9.
pull it
I'm
back
a
up
master
on
9.
mine. Let me tell you what. Where to go? I've actually googled a lot of stuff today. So, dream meaning some chair being pulled from the ground.
It's
Sit
on that.
down for 25 minutes. Weather, life number 12. Here we go. So, because life number 3 was like,
Now the
um,
thing is, your life path number shouldn't pass 9. That's why we go until you only have a single number. But Mary is an alien, so she thinks she's a 12.
I'm not an alien. But it does say elaboration reduced to
Yeah, for sure.
3, but I don't feel like a 3. I feel like I'm a 12. So it says 12, which reduces to 3, often signifies a need for growth, change, balance between the physical and spiritual worlds. It represents the potential for creativity, optimism, and a drive for new experiences. Does that not explain me? I'm
Yeah.
just saying, because the number 3. Okay, let's talk about it real quick. I'm sorry. Hold on. It says that it's associated with creativity, communication, and a positive outlook. That's okay. They're often described as charismatic, social, and versatile, with strengths in artistic expression and public speaking. Blech. No.
I feel like some of that, like maybe the first couple.
Whose side are you on?
I feel like you're a mix though. I feel like you're a mix of both.
I am.
You
Okay,
got
so
the
maybe I am an
communication
alien.
down because you give us all the communication we need for this podcast.
Okay,
You
so
do.
side note, like every time I've done projects and stuff, I've always had to have other people involved with it. I don't know. I'm not scared, but it's weird to think like I would be doing like readings by myself. That's why we had the solidarity, with like you and Melody, and I really enjoyed that. And I thought about that a lot, going back. Like I could do all the stuff on my own. You could do all this stuff on your own. I don't want to do it on my own. It's like the podcast, I would not ever do a podcast by myself. Like, that
But
seems weird.
with the communication, you do keep us all together. You do
Yeah,
communicate things to us, and you're very good with communication. So
I try. Sometimes I'm like at work and I'm like horse poo. But we're not going to talk about my day to day. So, okay, so life number 5. Okay, so let's go to Karli and then we can do Monica. So, life number 5, associated with freedom. Oh, she's a free spirit, associated with freedom, adventure, adaptability, and change. It's Karli. And people with this life path are known for their energetic, curious, and social nature. They're often natural and communicators, enjoying exploring new experiences, and may struggle with routine or impatience.
I do.
But yeah, it's saying like you're open to change, you're adventurous, which is true because you're
That's
always
true.
like the one at the cemetery, not
You're the
just
one
there like
always
around the
out. Yeah,
block.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
do.
She's like, it says that you're impulsive.
I'm very impulsive. I really am. And I do enjoy change. I'm on my third marriage. So
See, that's what got me like it was like trying to your life goal is to find a balance, and I was like, "Oh, I hate that explains me." It's true because I'm like, so I'm thinking once I find
Between spirit and earth, yeah.
no, it said balance, so my mind went to finances and fun, and so I'm thinking as soon as I find
Oh,
the
okay.
balance, I'm gonna be a goner. So as soon as I find the balance, that's how you know when I'm dead, you're gonna be like,
I'm gonna be like,
"Oh."
she finally found
and
balance.
Yeah,
balance.
when you're up there
Yeah.
giving a speech, be like, "Everything's fine. She found balance," and everybody's gonna
I
look at
didn't
you like,
expect her
"What?"
to find balance so early.
Why couldn't she go off balance just for a couple more years?
Oh my god, I'm gonna put it in my will. Now I'm gonna switch around so y'all could be the ones talking at my Oh, that's funny.
It's funny.
Okay, so Monyeka, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so
It's all
sorry.
good. That's
What
okay.
is what is your number?
Number 9.
Number 9. Oh, you think because you got a bigger number. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
She-
kidding. Okay. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. Her number is with completion, empathy, compassion, and a strong desire to serve humanity. Individuals with this life path are often seen as highly creative with a live and let live mentality and a thirst for knowledge. They also are believed to be excellent communicators and possess a strong sense of justice. Ugh. Yeah, that's you. Empathy and compassion, like, because like Monica, when like she talks to people, she'll be like really intense, but it's like a positive. Hello?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that
We're
was
here.
weird. Oh, something, my whole thing got, that's weird. I don't know what happened. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. Now I'm all kerbobbled. I'm sorry. That
That's
was weird.
okay.
But yeah, like, and it says there's a lot, nines are often drawn to physiological and spiritual topics and have a thirst for knowledge, which is true
That's true.
You
because
look at my house, it's full of books everywhere.
mhm,
Everywhere. Like, if you were to go into somebody's house and you knew that they probably had a library because it had so many books stacked, that's me. Like,
like,
my desk is a mess.
so you have like, so Karli has like paranormal, like, from what I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, she has like almost the same as yours, but she has like a lot of ghosty stuff. And I think you might have a lot more spiritual stuff, right? But I'm like, it's so interesting. And I'm like, I have a lot of smut. I do, it's
Yeah.
true. I'm
Maybe that's
literally
why we all
this
work so
desk
well
is sitting
together.
on smut.
I know we all work well because whatever
We
we
all
lack,
bring
the
it
other
all
one
together.
got.
I'm
For
like,
sure.
look, I'm gonna get my entertainment somewhere. But yeah, those
Yeah, check
actually
this
really
out.
make sense.
It does.
While we were talking about that, because I had wrote our life numbers down, I said, let me just add what all of our numbers make together since we're a group, right? So 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 plus 3 is what?
17.
14, 15, 16, 17. 7.
17.
1 plus 7 is 8.
You-
8 is the number of eternity. So we all work well together as the
Together.
number 8 as
Yeah,
eternity.
that's kind of cool.
That's
That's so
awesome. Isn't that cool?
That
That's
is.
probably
romantic.
why we work so well together.
Yes.
Our numbers match and everything.
Yeah, because we complete each other.
Oh,
We really do. We like.
We do.
so
I love
speaking of completing each other,
I-
are y'all sure y'all still want to go to Louisiana? Like,
yes, yes. I
As
want to
long
go.
as
Hey,
Annabelle's not there, I'm perfectly fine.
she's not there no more. We're good to
Yes,
go.
yes.
Yes, please. It's beautiful down there. You
It's
ain't
my
gonna want to
birthday
leave.
month. We gotta go. We gotta go.
I'm
okay,
telling you right now, you ain't gonna. It's so beautiful. Wait till you sit and look over the Goth with a cup of coffee and a beignet.
Mm,
Everything else would melt.
okay, that sounds romantic too. Y'all are trying
Yes.
to look at y'all
trying
flattering
to
me.
woo ya, girl.
Oh
Come
yeah.
on.
Just think about and watching the sunset over the Goth. It's
Oh,
beautiful. I'm telling you guys, it's breathtaking.
we'll just have a really good time, and then I'll realize it's dark, and I'll be like, oh,
Then we
so,
get to go ghost hunting.
oh my gosh, what a day.
Yes.
Okay, so this is going to be, I was really excited for this one. So I have an AI. And so, okay, have y'all met your spirit guides? If not, it's okay. If you
I'm
haven't
not
met
sure.
okay. So we'll do it this way. So we're gonna I'm gonna type in the AI what your spirit guide looks like or what you think it looks like. And then I'm gonna just see if it prints a picture. Does that make sense? So I thought this would be very
Okay, I want y'all to do me a favor when you do this. I'm gonna be dead serious. I want you to close your eyes when you're describing and really picture the person you're describing. And then once she puts it up, let's see.
it'll be the first one, right? I'll do the first image. I might do 3, but we'll start with 1 and see how that goes. I have a good feeling about the first one.
Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
so let's start with Karli.
Why did I have to say shit?
I can start with La Monyeka if you like.
Yes, let's start with her.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get into my zone. Okay, am I gonna tell you or what's going on so I know while I'm looking?
Yes. Tell us what you see. Like if you see a person, okay, like let's meditate about this for a second. Okay, pretend like you take a breath for me and you are in your happy place. It's calm, it's quiet. You kind of look over to your right a little bit. Think about what you see. You don't have to tell us what you see. Look over to your right. Just like think about what it smells like, what you might hear. And then when you get a chance, now you're going to look around to your left. Think about what you're seeing. If there's like a bird or an alligator or something, it doesn't matter.
Okay, my spirit guide said, "Hurry up, Mary." She
Well,
knows what
I
I'm
didn't
looking
know
at.
what to say. I was just going with the flow here.
I was trying to go with the flow, and he's like, "I'm right here. I'm right here." I just
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you had seen him yet,
no,
him
no,
or
no, because
her.
I was looking around into my area, like you said, of my safe place. I smell it smells like roses, and I'm looking around. It's almost like a mid sunset, very pink and purplish with a little orange. And then he's just kind of sitting there on a rock, waiting to be looked at. So let's just, I'll go ahead and tell you what it looks like.
Okay.
So it's a silhouette of a man, very strong. Um, I'm trying to make out his hair. It's almost, I want to say like a brownish blondish maybe, and it's short. It's pushed back. He's very very tall, very stocky, like very big broad shoulders, like so tall like I have to go like this. And then I see him in like just this very white but very shiny robe. Like not with a hood, just like if he put it on, there was an arm socket and then it was thrown. So I see that's what I see. Very, very tall, very stocky in the shoulders, very big, so tall, but very big. Short hair, but it's pushed back because he goes like this. That's what I see.
Okay. Let's see.
I didn't even think I
I
was
don't
gonna
know if this is
find
it, but let me show you what I got.
Show
I'm
me.
gonna do this 2 more times just in case.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Okay. Oh, now all of a sudden I forgot how to share a photo. If you're watching from
It's okay.
Spotify, definitely check this out on YouTube.
I did not plan to cry, guys. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay, he's a little slimmer, but very, very, like if he was standing up, he'd be very, very tall. I don't see a mustache or any type of facial hair. He's very structured, very, like, very square jaw, very pointed nose, like
Kind
a
of
very nice
like a
shape.
Greek, like a
Yeah,
Greek doll.
yeah.
what kind of jaw?
Greek.
Greek jaw, sharp nose, no hair, no facial hair. Um, slim, slender, like very, not too slim, but like he's bulky
Oh,
in the shoulders, but slim. Almost like if you would see like this big broad shoulder, like if he pumps some, and then he goes from being very big to very slim towards the more you go down.
let's see. Alright. Okay. They all come with no facial. Would they all come out with another facial hair? Let me see.
I feel like mine looks kind of young too, like if
Oh,
that makes sense,
well,
like
he has a beard,
mid-30s or so.
but I'm gonna show you what I got. They all have hair.
Yeah.
Closer.
He doesn't show his arms, but yes, without this, yes, that's the face. That's the side face that I see. Hair would be not in the wind, but like
Yeah.
that.
Well, I think that's because I put in there. I was like hair kind of flowing in the wind.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I got that one. No facial hair, that would be him.
Hubba hubba, tell him to hurry up. Oh, that's just cute. Okay, I'm gonna. Do you want me to send it to you so now you can look at it and be like,
Yeah. Be like,
get some facial hair. Okay, so all right, Carly, you're up. I
Okay.
would, I would meditate. Do you want me to meditate you in because apparently I'm not fast enough?
I can meditate in.
all right, let's
Okay,
do it.
Unless you want to meditate me in. That's up to you.
it's up to you. It's your guy,
Go ahead
girl.
and meditate me in.
Ooh, okay, so let's go into your happy place. You kind of smell around. Think about what you smell. You look to your right. Do you see something that's kind of far away or very close? You kind of feel your toes moving in the grass or wherever you're at. You can kind of feel it. And then you kind of look over to your left a little bit. Like, think about what you see and hear. Is someone talking to you? And then look forward. Sorry. I know I'm really bad at this.
It's not that. I guess I don't want to mess around too much in my house.
Do you smell anything?
No, I don't.
Well,
I
that's
really don't. But it's been kind of quiet here.
yeah. I was like, it is really quiet.
I don't, guys.
It's okay. All right, y'all want to do me, and I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can meditate her in if you can put it up. Because mine ain't connected.
What do you mean, like put up? Do you want me to send you the link or what?
um. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna send it to you on Messenger. Is that okay?
Yep. Oh, wait, no, not Messenger.
Oh,
Gmail, huh?
all right. And
I'm sorry, remember my
no, it's okay.
laptop is not connected to um my Messenger.
Okay, no, it's okay. I think I have 3, but it was weird because the one of them, okay, I don't know. I might have a 4th one.
It's asking me for login information.
Okay. It's the typical
It's what?
the one.
Okay.
Okay. And then the same one.
Yep.
The original, I believe.
Excuse
How
me.
you feeling over there, Monica? La Monyeka?
Good. When I was
Oh,
younger, I
that's
had a lot more spirit guides. I'm so grateful that I've knocked it down to 1.
How do you do that?
I
I
guess
don't
over the
know.
years of growth, sometimes you don't need as many. I know when I was young, my mind was a lot more crazier because I didn't know how to control my gifts and I didn't know how to use them and
Well,
discern
I
that way.
know. And I know one like kind of like lets people in and out of my door. And then I think my grandpa. I'm not sure yet. That's not confirmed, but I've had some clues. Um, bum ba da bum. Oh,
So here's the
the one
thing.
I
I just
used.
when I heard this. I heard this right now while we were talking about spirit guides. Remember when I told you that my mom lost her first child? Her first child was a boy, so that would have been the firstborn, right? Considering my mom didn't have any other boys and I was the girl, I will be considered and always will be considered the firstborn girl in her family, in her bloodline, right? So sometimes I think about that because my older brother had gifts, but he didn't really learn about them. And
mm-hmm.
considering that I'm the firstborn and the only girl of my both my parents, I'm still a
Yeah.
firstborn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was meditating right now and I was talking to my spirit guide, like I heard that that was a spirit that the spirit guide that I have is my older brother that I never met because he's a first,
Oh.
and because he's a firstborn, he was given
Mm-hmm.
to me because I'm the next in the line to be the firstborn. So that was
Mm.
kind of like that one kind of shocked me. Like that's nothing I've ever heard before. I just knew what he looked like.
Yeah.
And then when I was listening right now, I was like, well, who is it anyways? I've never asked the name of who this person was or who this being is because I've seen them all the time since I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid though, he looked almost like Zach Morris from
Oh.
from Saved by the Bell. Like that's how his hair was.
Wow.
When I was young, my spirit guide, who was this male
Oh.
figure, was very skinny with like blonde hair, brown and blonde hair, like pushed back.
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, he's so young. And now that I'm older, he's grown as well with me. So I thought that was really crazy.
Guys.
Okay. Yeah, I seen your thingy. Me.
I'm trying all the combinations.
Oh, I got it right here. I'm so sorry.
Okay, give me a
It's
second.
completely different. Okay.
I was Yes. I was
Okay.
trying. Give me
I'm
a second.
sorry.
Okay.
And it won't let
Oh
me
yeah,
see.
that's totally different.
But okay, try this one. Okay. I have 2,709 passwords. Nobody will ever know. Bam, bam, bam. I'm so sorry. I know.
I'm
It's
in. I'm in. I'm in. I'm
yes.
in.
Was it the last one?
Yes, but now how do I connect this to the live?
Okay, so you're going to go into the AI images.
Okay.
So you're going to enter the prompt, and then there's a little at the bottom of that, there's a create image, and then there's download. So you're going to download the image, and then you'll just, if you want to send it in the group
Yes.
chat, me or Monica. I'm
You won't be seeing
sorry.
me, but I'll be here. I'm gonna switch over because I can't split screen this laptop. So
Okay.
I'm still here. Okay, is somebody gonna walk her through so I can?
Well, I
type?
don't know which one. I mean, I'm like, I don't know unless there's a new one. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's go.
Okay.
I
You
can't
want
close my eyes, so I didn't want to like show y'all that I could.
close your eyes.
I can't.
Oh,
It
okay.
won't.
Then hide them. Hide them. Hide them.
Okay. I'm over here looking like
Okay.
Joanna. Okay. Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's that girl.
So it's a
This.
girl.
Okay, well, I don't know if she's my spirit guide, but let me tell you what she looks like. Oh, tall, very tall, and thin. Very, 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 very thin. Almost like cartoon thin. She likes to leap around, like literally go through the field and she'll kind of like leap, but she's like right in front of me.
Like ballerina skinny?
Yeah,
I see a
like a
ballerina.
cartoon almost. And she has black, mm, I would say like, not what's the other word for leggings, but they're like thinner.
Leotard.
Tights?
Leotards.
Yeah, it's almost like a leotard, but she has a black dress. And her shoes are black with one of those like little buckles over them.
Like the Mary Janes?
Yeah, exactly that.
What color's her hair?
I'm trying to see every time I try to move up, like I get like a headache. It's like my head is just like pulsing. Okay, hold on. Let me go slow. Let me move slow a little bit. Okay. I'm trying to see her mouth. She has a small mouth, like kind of like thin lips, like mine almost. Her nose is like narrow. She says her eyes are blue, but they're like a dark blue. Like they're dark, dark blue. Like to me, they almost look black. You like put some like. Mm-mm. I'm sorry. I'm just like, okay. I just have to because she's. I don't. Just too close. I don't like it. Um, long arms, skinny arms. Her hair. It's like a. It's like a white. It's like a highlighted white and but mostly dark. Yeah, black with white highlights. Yeah, that's what I'm calling them. I'm sorry. That was
No,
way
you're
more
good.
intense than I thought it would be. Actually, I kind of wonder about her because I have to rebuke her a couple of times. She
Has it?
flails into my fucking.
Oh, is she a woman or a girl?
She's probably. She's a girl. She has to be a girl.
Okay,
She
so
has the mentality of a girl.
Are we talking teenage girl or young woman? Early 20s? I feel like the word 19 is where I'm at.
Yeah, 19 to 23. Yeah.
how do I send? Okay, I downloaded it.
And then
Share.
I will. Monica, are you able to? Are you in the chat?
Oh, I can share it to my phone.
Okay.
I don't know how I just did that, but I just did that.
Because if you could send it in the group chat, then
Let's see if it comes up.
La la.
So how
I'm
do I
just scared
share?
it's gonna be like spooky looking.
It's not his. It's not. But I'm trying to wait. Share it when it goes
Maybe
to my
she's like my
phone.
inner child or something.
What can I share it on? Oh, I can email it.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm gonna let Monyeka, sorry. Oh my god. I did the same thing with Raven. Okay, I kept saying her first name when I was supposed to say Raven. Maybe I'll bleep it out each time. You'll just hear quack, quack.
Why can't I? Oh, let me try something else.
Screenshot.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, that's what I'll do. Because I try to send it like 3 different ways, and it's just
Because I also have the Native American woman. She's very, very pretty.
okay.
Like, she has to be the most prettiest person in the whole wide world.
Did you get it?
What if this person was a person before and she got her hit by a rock? And now I'm not talking to a spirit guide, I'm talking to a ghost.
She didn't. That's not cool.
I got it. I got it in my thing.
Yeah, I try to send. I keep forgetting my phone is incompatible.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to send it to my phone, like send. When it's
No, you're fine. Y'all are just, our viewers are coming to chill with us today.
I'm sorry.
No, it's awesome.
Okay.
Y'all, we said, get cozy.
For sure. Bear with me.
You know what's so funny?
Ouch.
Like, we were not really that motivated to do this episode. And this came out
Here
to
we
be a really
are.
good episode. Yeah, I kind of like it.
I think it turned out really well. I'm gonna
Let
split
me
screen
mess
real quick so I can get into my spooky talks. All right. All right, let me see if I can bring it up for us.
Oh, I didn't save any information on my computer. Oh,
That's okay because
That's her.
we all use it.
yeah. Does that look like her?
I feel like she needs to be older,
That's what I was asking.
taller.
Yeah,
Eyes are a little bit smaller. Am I right, Mary, or am I wrong?
that's very close.
I already got out of the program. Don't make me
No,
go
that's
back
okay.
in.
That's okay.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm just like
I forgot
processing
this.
this. I'm like,
Yeah, I
Look at them
really
eyes. Them eyes. You know what I mean? They're blue, but black.
like a
yeah,
shadow.
I had to put a shield over me. I was like, I've had to rebuke her a couple times. So this, I don't know if she's a spirit guide, but she has, when I'm meditation, oh, sorry, meditating, she will like frolic through the fields in front of me. And I'm like, girl, and sometimes when I'm trying to center myself, she's going 100 miles. I'm like, you need to cool it. And so I spend like 30 minutes trying to balance
Ignore her.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, calm down. That's so crazy. As long as she doesn't come out and bite me.
She looks like like she's up to no good.
Looks like mischievous, yeah.
Yeah,
Like you said, that's the
yeah.
word.
Tell, like, give it to me good. Like, y'all don't get good vibes from this, right?
Okay, can we talk about it then? since you
Yeah.
asked, since you asked, let me just tell you. She's definitely the distraction in your brain. Your spirit guide is a very slender, skinny woman with long, beautiful hair. The woman that I see, like let's say you're like, cause where I saw you meditating, I saw her frolicking around in the grass and in the flowers and just kind of just like
She's
being
probably
mischievous like a
behind
young kid
me.
is, right? But then I see the woman who taps you on your shoulder and she's like, just breathe, Mary. That's your spirit guide.
Yeah.
That woman, I see her slender, but not slender like this. And this woman is a lot more mature. I want to say in her late 30s. She's very tall, very soft spoken, very soft to touch. Like when she touches your shoulder, it almost looks like a pillow touching you. Like when she's just like, just breathe.
Wait, how old is she?
She's anywhere from 38 to 40.
Oh.
Or that's what she looks like. Remember that there's no time in the realm sometimes. So, and the age that she
Does
would be
she?
could probably be 100,000 years old, but she looks like she's in
Oh,
her late 30s. But she looks very young in her face.
what is she like? What is she wearing? Like, what is like?
A gown, like a very nice covering gown, but a gown. I see a gown.
Hmm.
Very godlike gown, I guess. Like it's a very, like I said, she's slender, she's tall. Um, she's not as slender as this woman. This woman's a lot slender.
Yeah,
She
like
doesn't.
check out the
She's like,
arms.
she probably like one of those good old who runs a couple miles a day or whatever. But she's tall and she's thin. She's got long hair, but she's wearing like a very beautiful
I'm gonna
white,
take
almost reflective gold gown. That's what I see.
Hmm.
I don't get too much in her face. I just see the presence of her telling you, just breathe. She's frolicking.
Oh my gosh, that
I feel
thing.
like this one, I feel like that young girl, she is the frolicker, the one who kind of distracts you as a kid. But she also
Oh
can
yeah.
be the one who has some fun sometimes with you. So,
Well, you know where she came from. She came when I was doing my inner child meditation. So I think that makes sense.
yeah.
And I
I
was
can see
like, and I remember like when I was doing like the inner child stuff and just kind of toying around with it. And I remember seeing myself as a kid, and she was so curious, and she was like looking over the like there was like this wall, and she's just kind of tiptoeing over, and I'm like, Mary, you need to calm down, and she's just like, okay, it's very
I can see that being the younger version. Yeah, I see that.
yeah. But I am so sorry it's taken this long. It's been a very deep,
Interesting episode for us.
yeah, one. So, let me see here. I believe. Okay, where'd it go? So I appreciate y'all all listening to like everything, and I really appreciate that. We don't really have a lot of time to go into like social media stories, so I apologize. But yeah, so just remember, your guide may be closer than you think.
And always blessed be and have a nice day, guys.
Have a good night, guys.